Nyingma Lineage Nyingma Lineage Nyingma Correct your motivation. The sixth point, number 24, commitment. Sixth point is the commitments of mind training. This chapter is called Commitments of Mind Training. When we talk about commitment, the meaning of commitment is a promise to do something. If you don't put the commitment into practice, it has no purpose at all. So commitment should be a method for us to truly accomplish the Dharma well, and should be for the purpose of really applying the Dharma in our lives. So when we do something like mind training, if we begin with a strong commitment to apply ourselves, then the training will get stronger. If we can practice as we have committed, it will get stronger, our meditation. But if we cannot, there is no power at all. So first we make a commitment, right? When you recite mantra, when you visualize something, when you meditate on mind training, whatever, when you practice purification, very important. One thing is you need to commitment. You make it first you make a commitment. Then you keep that commitment firmly. Through that, the commitment becomes important and it becomes diligent and beneficial. And it is a way for the teacher to prepare the students so that the student can practice Dharma very well and correctly. One of the teacher's responsibilities is to make sure that students don't mistakenly stray from the Dharma. For that reason, at this time, when we are working at train mind, our minds, there are 18, in this slogan, 18 commitments of mind training. So it is important to put this into practice to the best of our abilities. So now the first slogan on commitment is number 24. Always practice the three basic principles. Always practice the three basic principles. Slogan. So we should always train in these three principles of mind training. Now, what are the three basic principles? The first principle is do not break the premise of mind training. So you can make many different kinds of premises in the mind training. For example, you might promise that I will generate my love, compassion, and bodhicitta for myself and for others. and that I will put it into practice as much as I can, as much as I'm able. I will continually rely on mindfulness and awareness to keep control of my mind. If you make this promise, then you must do your best not to break it, right? We have a commitment, the retreat, until 4 o'clock, keep silent, right? So sometimes I check and I ask you something, and then you give me an answer. So that means you break your commitment. So I sometimes the student investigate the teacher, right? Teacher, why not investigate student? And and if you have a strong commitment, you shouldn't say anything. You know, if I ask something, you shouldn't say anything. 4 o'clock, no talk. Until 4 o'clock, no talk, right? That kind of commitment. The first principle. This slogans always practice the three basic principles. The first principle is do not break the promise of mind training. Whatever you commit, you have a commitment to not break it, right? Very important. Then the second principle is do not act with outrageous behavior. So this commitment relates to our motivation to practice mind training. We may have the intention of showing others that we are really practicing mind training and that we have no desire and no attachment to self, you know. And as a result, we might start doing outrage thinking things, you know. For example, we might stop caring about our health. We might start looking like a beggar, you know, which is you don't have anything, but you don't care. For example, not taking medicine when you get sick and so forth. That kind of, you know, this is what we call acting outrageously, you know. Sometimes they do in Tibet, this meditators, they show like, oh, looks really, he doesn't care anything. He doesn't have anything, but he looks like he doesn't need it. Or he's a great meditator, like you show, like act like that, you know. That's not good, outrageously, you know, you acting outrageously. So this is called losing your mind training to outrage behavior, you know. So we make other think, oh, this person has perfected some kind of great dharma, you know, so he can do this, he can do that, he doesn't need any money, he doesn't need any food. Of course he does. Of course, nobody. You need to eat, you need food, you need clothes, you need money, everything you do. But you show like, you know, like you are like a beggar, you know, you don't have anything and you don't need anything. Like that's outrage, acting outrageously. I don't like that kind of things, you know. It's just inside. Yesterday I said, inside you need everything. You can't handle. If you have no food, you can't handle that. You have not that capacity. But outside you show like, you know, you don't need anything. This is really good for me, you know. This principle: do not act with the outrageous behavior. This is like me, the teachers, and they need this kind of instructions, you know. So, our motivation is impure. That's the problem. That's the problem. You show outside like, you know, oh, perfect meditator, you know, but inside, you see, inside your motivation is impure. So we are acting crazy for no good reason, and are motivated by the, outwardly concerns. That's the thing. Oh, if I do this, and they think, oh, this is a great teacher. So then, your, the temporarily you have this kind of, you go through this challenge, but then long term, whoa, you got lots of things, right? So people believe you, people think you are amazing, but in your motivation is like, this outwardly concerns. So we need to be careful. So my teachers always said that even though you are a special person, but you should not act as a special person. They always say that you should act as a normal person. You should act as a normal person. Whatever a normal person does, you should act the same. So we must not behave like, we're very special. My teachers always say that. They're very humble, So we should act like whatever as a normal person. That's very nice, right? You're not special, so it's a normal person. And then the third principle is do not be one-sided. Do not be one-sided. This means developing an unequal mind. Unequal mind. Our minds are not always thinking equally due to anger and attachment. So we don't have genuine happiness because we don't have an equal mind. And as long as there is a discrimination, there is no great happiness. So in your daily lives, work situation, and relationships, you should cultivate the willingness to be equally close to all things. It's a good opportunity for the mind to free itself from attachment and to practice equanimity. So we have love for those who please us, right? But not for those who do not. So having love and compassion for specific beings is not genuine, is not love, is not compassion, according to Buddhism. Love and compassion, for everybody, not for specific being. If you love and compassion specific being, that means your motivation or you have some hope and expectation in your, so that's not genuine love, that's not genuine compassion, that's attachment. That is attachment mixed, maybe mixed a little bit compassion or love, but most part is attachment. So if you, as long as there is unequal mind, then there is no great love, right? So if you have equal mind, then you have genuine the compassion, love, and then you have great happiness there. So that's the principle. Do not be one-sided.